The Malice situation is actually crazy. Turns out that if you release a deck with nearly full power in one go, it's not going to be that good for the uh, healthiness of the game. Let's just take an example. I got 8 win streak. It's the first time for me to play the deck. Didn't know anything about it, only knew that it was a link deck. So I played a little bit poorly, even though I could learn like fairly quickly. But this does not take from the point that this deck is extremely forgiving, even if you misplay. The interruptions on your opponent's turn are just so astronomically huge that you don't even need to get the full number of interruptions so you could win. The thing is that Master Duel was canonically like famous for having a minigame, which is Maxi for all who does not know. Maxi is a minigame, as we all know. Did you draw Ash Blossom or Coral by the graveyard, or like did you draw Cross out? Could you draw yourself potentially to continue playing? If the answer is no, then your turn is finished. And what is a better way to play this game? How about we add more minigames? Yeah, let's add Foalas, which is there are a lot of people who say that this card is balanced because it's just a going second card and you cannot do anything with it going first. It's just discard fodder, which I say yes, but why would you like make even cards like this? Like, why can I activate two Molcharmy Foa losses in the same turn? This does not make sense. Why can I activate two? Why isn't it like once per turn? Was it twice per turn? Which is a very stupid problem that they have. Another thing as well is like, now we have Artifact Lancia back into play, which is a busted ass card. Okay, you drew Max C, you activate it. Oh, thank god I have Crossout or Cold by the Grave, Chain Lancia. So now not only that we have a fourth, potentially, a fourth minigame after Droll and Maxi and Molcharmy Foalas, we have a fourth one in Artifact Lancia that literally hard counters Malice, which is the best deck in the format. Now, this is not good. It hinders and makes the deck building portion very, very boring and very not original. Let's go quick here to and like try to make a new deck, new competitive deck, okay? Excuse me. So let's just try to make a new competitive deck. Okay, so let's start with a non-engine first. Okay, I'm gonna put Roll on Lockbird because it's a good card, and I could potentially Roll on Lockbird myself, so it's an answer to Maxi or Foalas. Put Maxi, the best card in the game. Put Ash Blossom because it like kills Maxi. Put 3 Foalases because it's another Maxi potentially. Let's put one Nibiru, so if someone takes the Maxi challenge, we could nib him. Let's also play 2 Called by the Graves, because a good card and it kills Maxi and Foalas. Let's play also Crossout Designator, because the same reason. And if they hand trap us, Infinite Impermanence is such a good card not to play. And what about it? Yeah, what is the best deck again? Oh, it's Malice. This is 20 cards that are stable in every singular deck in this format. You only have 20 slots left to play a 40 card list. Oh yeah, let's shove in Millenniums and Mac and like Fiendsmith as well. Let's shove in like let's play Malice. I want you to take a look in this and tell me what deck am I trying to play now. Yeah, you don't know, right? I don't know either. The situation for Yu-Gi-Oh here is very, very poor and I really hate it now. The game is fun and interactive if you're the one getting to play, but if you're not the one getting to play, then why even play at this point, right? To be honest, while I'm playing Malice, I really had a lot of fun because I did not watch a guide on how to play this deck. I played it just like right out of the box, didn't know anything about it, and you know, tried to make combos. Oh yeah, I only have Dormouse, so Dormouse banish the March Hare, add it to the hand, and then like go for Link Decoder. Then you have three bodies to link into Ransom. It's fun, but it's not something that your opponent seems to be having fun with as well. Lancia is just a hard counter to the deck, and is and some decks are even playing it into branded. You could just activate Fusion, branded Fusion, send Albaz and like the Lancia because it's a light monster. Summon Sanctifier on your opponent's turn, draw phase, summon Lancia to your field, Lancia them. So, so, and actually, more than one player did this against me. It was not fun for either of us, I could think, because I still won the game in the grind game, but it was not fun whatsoever. The fact that they give this deck so much extension and so much hand trap resilience, it's absolutely nuts and insane. Why can a deck do that much? Why is Dormouse that fucking busted? Why can one card play around three hand traps at the same time? It plays around roll, because it never searches. It plays around your Ash Blossom, because it never adds to the hand. And it also plays around Nibiru, because the sixth summon is going to be your Red Ransom. Where is it? Your Red Ransom and your Link Decoder, which you could just straight up link into Apollo if they don't hit you here with a nib. And it's not beneficial for them to hit you with a nib here, because it does not matter, whatever. Because you're just going to activate the field spell to banish Mirror anyway, and banish the Ransom and continue on playing from there. This deck not being able to Cybers lock you early on in the combo, except by using your Splash Mage or your Transcode, is like, why is this even happening? Why is this even a thing? Why is it like super generic like this? Some people are playing it with Fiendsmith, so if you get hit by your favorite artifact Lancia, you still have like two bodies into Moon, but it's less consistent and it's not good because you don't draw hand traps. Like, look how many hand traps I'm playing in this build. For example, 2 Maxi, so 5, 8, 11. Of course, I'm playing only the one Dominus because I do not really like it, and I don't really have that much URSP CP in the moment. So 13, or no, 12, 13, 15. I'm playing 15 hand traps. So it's not a healthy ratio whatsoever, I know. You draw Lancia, you draw 3 hand traps, you draw 2 hand traps, you draw 1 hand trap, you draw 1 hand trap, you draw 2 hand traps. Like, the fact that you always have a hand trap, no matter like what happens, is actually like not cool. And I could still play Droll on Lockbird because I'm technically not playing it and I don't care about it in this deck, but yeah. The amount of explosiveness that Malice has is so great, it's absolutely bonkers. And the fact that it has no competitors in this format is absolutely criminal. The decks that we had in the TCG and in the OCG that were like competing against Malice were Ryziel, which is a very good deck, some people even saying that it's better than Malice. Of course, that was before March Hare and before the Ignister support. Oh yeah, did I tell you this deck in Master Duel is going to get even frippin' better? Because why not make the rich more rich? And yeah, and it has Mitsurugi, which is a reptile deck that is very broken, and you could play it with Ryziel, so turn into like any 2 level 4 monsters into uh, Ferrolemps, which searches a reptile, into full Mitsurugi combo after doing your Raziel combo, which is broken. So, what decks do we have in Master Duel right now? Snake Eyes is off the list because it's like an Ash Blossom on the secondary effect of Snake Eye Ash just kills the deck. So, yeah, I think that this is not the correct position to be in. It's not the correct direction. This deck is going to be even better. I don't think that Ryziel is going to be, even if it's like full power Ryziel, without Mitsurugi or a second engine, it cannot be as good as Malice is now. You draw about 4 cards during the combo, which is a ludicrous amount of cards. So you just draw into more hand traps. Your interruptions are so layered. You even have interruptions in your hand via Marcher, which could banish your White Binder and continue on interrupting your opponents from there. If they're playing Tempai or any deck that plays board breakers, you still have a lot of interruptions. This is not an ideal build. You also put more impulses, as I mentioned before. Maybe play even draws on draws, because why not? You play more hand traps even. Yeah. Decks that might contest it are not so much, to be honest. You could play Branded as well. Uh, of course, Branded is a good deck. You could play Super Poly into the Ignister Golem. Wait, I had a build here. For Anti-Malice, you played 43 cards because you wanted to see your Lancia in your opening hand if you're going second, and you have your super polymerizations here for your what is it called? Where is it? Yeah, Earth Golem Ignister, and some people are playing a Guard Dragon, which let me search it here for you. It's a cool tech card, but I never played against a Malice player that actually summoned uh, 3 Link monsters on the end board, so I could not even activate it turn 1. Or after frame 1 I couldn't activate Super Poly. Here it is. World Chalice, Guard Dragon, Almurdock, or whatever the fuck. So the fusion materials are 3 Link monsters. They typically end on Terahertz or the Heart Scripter if they are not playing Terahertz, and a Apollo. The thing is, they might also end just on a Terahertz or a Heart Scripter if they are going for the White Rabbit 1-card combo without TB11, which I do a lot of times. So you cannot even summon your the Ignister Earth Golem, or nor can you summon the Guard Dragon Auram. So it's like a dead situation. Do I play Super Poly or do I not play Super Poly? And the fact that you have to play other targets for Super Poly as well, because maybe you're not playing into Malice, which is very, very rare. So yeah, you should place a lot of the cards that is in your extra deck for these particular scenarios, which are not particularly fun, I think. You also have Bestials, which are incredible extenders for the Malice archetype. You could just, they are just March Hares. March Hare is just a Bestial, typically, right? And they are also hand traps for your opponent if you're going second, which Malice probably struggles going second into a full board if you're not drawing hand traps. This is why you probably should play ludicrous amount of hand traps. So this was my quote-unquote TED Talk about Malice. It's a fun deck. I really love the gameplay, the game plan, the game style of it, how you play it. It's pretty fun. You could play through interruptions like butter, basically. White Binder is the most single busted card that I have read for a lot of time. Also, you play Firewall here, and it's pretty funny because if you're playing Firewall going second, you could just recycle your Flippin' Maxi or Ash Blossom or maybe your Lancia if you want to make your opponent suffer more, I guess, which is very cool, very, very awesome. So you play also Masquerena here because you don't typically go into her, but maybe you want to make an indestructible Heat Soul. Not a lot of people play Heat Soul, but just think that I have some free space because I'm not playing terahertz, so just dump in some extra, support for link monsters and cybers in general. This card, Haggard Lizardos, is very good, especially in Malice, because you could just banish a name. It does not lock you into anything. Sometimes you originally banish itself, and because it's a reptile, you could draw a card. If you are breaked up or something, you could just mulligan a card, so yeah. Allure of Darkness is very fucking great in this deck. It's just a free draw 2 plus an extender. Just a pot of greed, basically. And just not once per turn. You could possibly pump it up to 3, but I like drawing into hand traps more. To the point that I do not think that playing 3 is much, much optimal. You have your gold sarcophagus. Sometimes it's actually weird if you draw it with Dormouse and they don't have any interruptions or hand traps. It just becomes a dead card because you already like recycle through all the different Malice names in like the same combo, so it basically is kind of useless. But if you draw it alone, or you draw it after they like imperm your Dormouse, it's just the best card that ever been like for this deck. It's just basically just I think it's a better like teleport, or Italy I should say, emergency teleport for the deck, and it's actually like kind of very very broken. Yeah, Malice in the Mirror is good for going second and extends your combos. I don't play TB11 because if you're playing TB11 you're behind and whatever. MTP07 is like the card that is mandatory in every build. You could probably make an argument to cut the GWC, especially because there is no like any time rules in Master Duel, so you're not gonna lose because your life points are lower. But it's just very good to play and like to continue your plays. You could just banish your white binder, summon a like white rabbit or a dormouse that is in your graveyard, summon the binder again, draw a card, activate the effect to set it back from the graveyard, and like link all these three into like your heart scripture, and which is like a very cool combo, and like you gain also 2300 like life points in the process, because you're going to be having your red ransom here on the field. So you'll gain the secondary effect of the trap, which is gain life points equal to the attack. So yeah, this deck is very very stupidly broken. It has good plays through Molcharmy Fualas, funnily enough. Not so much good into Max C, except if you play Droll and Lockbird, you could start with Chessy Cat and just hope that you draw into Allure or into your Droll. And yeah, that was my TED talk basically about this situation. You could comment in the comments below about what you think about this situation altogether. And please, I would also appreciate your support. I'm still a young YouTuber altogether, and your support really means a lot to me. So if you wouldn't matter to like and subscribe to the channel to keep me up and going with this content for you guys, and tell me in the comment if you want a analysis or a deep dive into Malice or any other deck that you would like, and the world is your oyster basically. So thank you, and see you later. This was Adixer here, signing out.